Welcome to the Weekly Option, the podcast for people interested in trading stock options. Each week, we cover trade ideas and opportunities in the stock market right now. Whether you're a beginner, a professional, or just curious about options, this is the show for you. Let's get started. Welcome to the Weekly Option. This is episode 403 on November the 28th, 2025. I'm your host, Eric, and in this week's show, we'll cover the trades from last week on Ondas Holding Inc, Cambium Networks Corporation, Warner Brothers Discovery, and the iShares 20-plus year Treasury Bond ETF. And we discussed three new trades on TMC, the metal companies, Cipher Mining, Coca-Cola, and Nike. Now, it's always great to hear from listeners. If you have any questions about the trades presented here on the show or even about your own positions, feel free to email me. You can email questions to eric@theweeklyoption.com. That's ERIC@theweeklyoption.com. I've also created a few videos to teach you all the basics of option trading that you'll need to know to be able to follow along with me on this show. You can visit our website and click on the videos tab to watch them, or visit the YouTube channel for the Weekly Option. Now, the markets had a nice holiday run for the week, with both major equity indexes increasing more than 3% on the week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average picked up 1,471 points, closing at 47,716 points on Friday. The S&P 500 index jumped 246 points higher, ending the week at 6,849 points. And both indexes closed at all-time highs as far as weekly closes go. So now it's time for the topic of the week. The topic of the week is planning for next year. Since we are days away from the final month of 2025, I figured it might be a good time to start focusing on next year's goals. After all, it would be difficult to course correct this year if you've not already achieved some of your goals. Keep pushing in the last month, but thankfully my eyes are on 2026 already. Now, I've never really understood the people who wait until January 1st to make a resolution for the new year. As an example, I want to get in better physical shape next year. I could simply eat, drink, and be merry over the next few weeks and make a low probability resolution on January 1st to get in better shape. If I want the benefits of getting in shape, why would I wait another month before starting down the path? There's a saying that takes a number of variations, but I'll paraphrase it like this. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. I feel the same way when it comes to trading goals. There's no reason to wait until the new year to begin designing strategies to have a more profitable trading year next year. In the coming weeks, I'll discuss aspects that have helped me improve my trading over the years. There's no reason to wait. Carpe diem, seize the day. I will end the topic of the week with one of my favorite Henry David Thoreau quotes. If you have built castles in the air, you need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. We will discuss in practical terms what it looks like to put the foundation underneath your 2026 trading goals in the coming weeks. So stay tuned. Now, that's it for the topic of the week. All of the strategies we discuss on this show have a bullish bent towards them. So when the market skyrockets, the trades tend to perform well. So consider that foreshadowing for how the trades went for the week. We're going to start off with our covered call on Ondas Holding Inc., symbol O as in Oscar, N as in November, D as in Delta, S as in Sierra. At the time, the stock was trading for $6.73 per share. I looked at buying stock and selling the December 7.5 call at 70 cents, hoping for a return of 21.84% in 4 weeks. Well, shares of Ondas Holding grew $1.16, ending the week at $7.89 per share. The call option we sold grew 45 cents, leaving us with a net gain of 71 cents if we were to close the trade out immediately. Of course, keeping the option and allowing the stock to get assigned would more than double the profit on the trade. This trade has worked out better than planned so far. No adjustments are needed. Of course, there's always a chance that the shares will not get assigned prior to expiration. So just keep track of the stock price and have a plan for making any trade adjustments if needed. Next up, we have a cash secured put on Cambium Networks Corporation, symbol C as in Charlie, M as in Mike, B as in Bravo, M as in Mike. At the time, the stock was trading for $2.33 per share. I looked at selling the December 2 put at 25 cents. That could give us a 12.5% return in 4 weeks. Well, shares of Cambium lost 33 cents, ending the week at $2 per share. The out-of-the-money put we sold is currently at the money. That means we've not yet lost money on this trade, but if the stock continues heading lower, we will begin to prepare to be assigned the stock. Of course, there are 3 weeks left until expiration, so we don't need to make any adjustments at this point. We just need to continue watching the stock to see what happens. If stock continue lower and we get assigned the stock, your next move will be to sell a call option against the stock. So no adjustments are needed at all right now. Just keep track of that stock so that you can stay in the game as designed. Next up, we have a credit spread on Warner Brothers Discovery, symbol W as in whiskey, B as in Bravo, D as in Delta. At the time, the stock was trading for $23.19 per share. I looked at selling the December 23-22 put spread at 32 cents. That could give us a maximum possible loss of 68 cents per spread. Now, shares of WBD grew 82 cents, ending the week at $24.01 per share. The out-of-the-money put spread that we looked at is even farther out of the money now. So the stock is more than $1 above our break-even point, and this trade is working out as planned. So no adjustments are needed at the moment. This trade is working out as well. And then our final trade on last week was a debit spread on the iShares 20-plus year Treasury Bond ETF, symbol T as in Tango, L as in Lima, T as in Tango. At the time, the stock was trading for $89.50 per share. I looked at buying the December 88-89 call spread for 65 cents. That could give us a maximum gain of 35 cents, or that's a 53.85% return in 4 weeks. Well, shares of TLT ETF grew 69 cents, ending the week at $90.19 per share. The in-the-money call spread that we looked at is now even more in the money at this point. So the share price is more than $1.50 above our break-even price, which means this trade is also working out as planned. No adjustments are needed at this point. We are still 3 weeks away from expiration, so stay on top of the stock prices and have a plan ready for adjustments if needed. And as you guys know, last week, I really wasn't as confident about some of the pricing of these trades. It's always nice when they work out, but that's why I said looked at versus trades that we were in. So that's it for the trades on the week. Let's go ahead and get into the new trades for the upcoming week. Of course, we are still using the December 19th expiration for monthly options in the month of December. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with the covered call on TMC, the metal companies, symbol T as in Tango, M as in Mike, C as in Charlie. Stock ended the week at $6.96 per share. I'm looking at buying stock and selling the December 7.5 call at 75 cents, hoping for a return of 18.53% in 3 weeks. Well, you enter this trade by buying stock for $6.96 per share and selling the December 7.5 call at 75 cents. This trade makes the most money if stock prices finish above $7.50 per share. The break-even price is $6.21 per share. In real terms, the stock purchase would require $75 and you'll collect $696 for selling the option. Next up, we have a cash secured put on Cipher Mining Inc., symbol C as in Charlie, I as in India, F as in Foxtrot, R as in Romeo. The stock ended the week at $20.35 per share. I'm looking at selling the December 19.5 put at $1.82, hoping for a return of 9.33% in 3 weeks. Now, you enter this trade by selling the December 19.5 put at $1.82. This trade makes the most money if stock prices finish above $19.50 per share. The break-even price is $17.68 per share. In real terms, you would collect $182 for selling the put option, and you will have $1,950 locked up in case you need to purchase the stock. Next up, we have a credit spread on Coca-Cola Inc., symbol K as in kilo, O as in Oscar. The stock ended the week at $73.12 per share. I'm looking at selling the December 73.72 put spread at 18 cents. That could give us a maximum possible loss of 32 cents per spread. Now you enter this trade by selling the December 73 put at $1.05 and concurrently buying the December 72 half put for 87 cents. This is a credit spread because we are selling the spread, and this trade makes the most money if stock prices expire above $73 per share. The break-even price is $72.82 per share. In real terms, you'll collect $18 per spread that you sell and have $32 at risk. And our final trade on today's show is going to be a debit spread on Nike Inc., symbol N as in November, K as in kilo, E as in echo. The stock ended the week at $64.62 per share. I'm looking at buying the December 63.64 call spread for 65 cents, hoping for a maximum gain of 35 cents, or that's a 53.85% return in 3 weeks. Now you enter this trade by buying the December 63 call for $3.95 and concurrently selling the December 64 call at $3.30. This is a debit spread because we are buying the spread, and this trade makes the most money if stock prices expire above $64 per share. The break-even price on this trade is $63.65 per share. In real terms, you'll pay $65 to enter the spread, and your maximum gain is $35 per spread. So that's it for this week's show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for following. I will be teeing up that community effort that's been built and that I can't wait to show you guys and tell you more all about. There'll be more details next week. I have some emails from some of you, so you'll be on one of the first to get the video that will describe it. But if you did not already email me and you're interested in being one of the founding members, go ahead and reach out. I'm sure I'll do something, maybe a t-shirt. There'll be something out there just to thank you guys for not only listening to the show, but also for being one of the early members. So I'm still figuring all of that out, but the community is up. The training is up. It's going to be great to connect, and this will be part of making your 2026 phenomenal. Trust me. All right. So have a great weekend, and as always, happy trading. Thank you for listening to the Weekly Option Podcast. Please subscribe to our show and visit us at www.theweeklyoption.com. Disclaimer: there is a very high degree of risk involved in trading. The indicators and strategies described in this podcast are for educational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. For our full disclaimer, visit our website at www.theweeklyoption.com.